nearlydanish.com.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay. This is mock test 9. We're back to the mock tests again. All right. As usual, if you're here for the first time, we've been practicing since February 26th. And we record all these sessions and we upload them to the YouTube channel. It's called Nearly Danish TV. So just go to the channel, go on the playlists and look for the playlist for Infosatsprån and Malbørskabssprån, depending on the test that you're taking, and you can watch all our practice sessions. Can someone share the code with him? Thank you. All right, we have 34 days to the test. So last time we were here, I think it was 41 days. I can't even remember. But now, it's 34 days to the test. And we are running out of time. Okay. So next time you're going to be here, it's going to be less than that. So the point is to start. So the famous Winston Churchill once said, success consists of going from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm. And this is actually true. The way to pass this test is to start practicing. Don't wait until everything is perfect. A lot of people make that mistake. They say, oh, I'm not going to do the quiz unless I read the book, because they don't want to feel the pain of not knowing the answer. The real way to actually pass the test is to start. Start, you're going to fail. Expect that you're going to fail the first time. Expect that you're going to get better the second time. By the third and fourth time, you will know every single thing. So start. The website is actually designed with that in mind. The goal of the website is for you to get your profile to 100% going through this process. I repeat, we have 34 days. Do not wait until you read the whole book. Start. Figure out what you don't know, fix that, and keep moving. Okay? There are people that have been putting in a lot of work, and it's time for some recognition. So Baobab has done 108 quizzes today and has accumulated 7.81 million points in total and moved from rank 34 to 33 and overtook Mike Emsey. So round of applause to Baobab. I show you these people to show, to inspire the rest of you to, you know, put in some work. Anyways, enough of the talk. Let's get to the game. Penguin, you do not create an account. Anyways, we're playing the game now. All right, so the parliamentary principle was introduced in 1901, written into the Constitution in 1953, and it simply states that a government cannot keep ruling if it has a majority against it in parliament. So it is the parliament that decides who will be in the government. All right, so I can see 34 people got this wrong, 108 got this right. Round of applause to you guys. This is a frequently asked question. Okay, next one. Patrick, the code is on the screen at the bottom of the screen, okay? right, so the Kalmar Union started in 1397. Okay, that was also a frequently asked question. Also FAQ.
Excellent.
11 people got that wrong. This is a frequently asked question. Please get it right next time. Okay. What is this? Whose nickname is that? Anyways, let's see how that goes for you creating your profile. Might not work. This is the most frequently asked question. All right. For 10 of you that got this wrong, please, this is the question that you will most probably see on the next test. And it's when did women get the right to vote in Denmark? And that is 1915. Please get it right next time you see it. Next one. Patrick, someone sent you the code already. Just look in the chat, okay? And if you can't find the code in the chat, it's at the bottom of the screen. All right. H.C. Andersen was born in Odense. 13 people got that wrong. On to the next one. Okay, so at the moment we have Fateh, Baladai, Maria, Nicholas, and Andre. 20 participants reached an answer streak of 4.
Great job.
We've got 40 questions to go. Okay. 2015. So remember, make the list of all the parties in parliament. Their leaders, when they were created, and the first time they got voted into parliament. Okay, that's a top 5 reshuffle. Caro is the highest climber, up 19 places. Next one. Okay, structure reform. You guys are doing really well today. Well done.
Great job.
Most questions, over 100 people have gotten them right. So that's really good. 23 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Fix it. Majority of the questions so far have been frequently asked questions. 65 people hit an answer streak of 7. All right, next one.
Uh-oh.
H.C. Andersen. 36 people got that wrong. Baladine now at number 1, Fatted 2, Andre 3, Yenzaman 4, and Nora the Explorer at number 5. 10 people hit an answer streak of 6. All right, on to the next one. Oh man, we almost got a perfect score.
Excellent.
All right, next one. Yenzaman now on the podium at number 3. Solar making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
All right, next one. You know the answer to this. "98 communes." 7 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one.
Uh-oh.
Chapter 5. Herman Bang. All right, so 41 people got that wrong. Please get it right. Have a look at chapter 5. By the way, if you look on your profiles, you'll see that I have added these ones. So you can find the scientists and philosophers, the Nobel Prize winners, the architects, the musicians. I'm working on the film section and basically the rest of chapter 5. Look out for more quizzes. I'll be dropping them, hopefully. I'll be dropping some more, hopefully, this week and more next week. Before the test, they're all going to be ready. I'm also preparing the full timeline. So let's see how far I can get with that. All right, Abby is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
At the moment, we have Baladai, Fateh, Andre, Yenzaman, Nora the Explorer. I think that's a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Next one. NPK, you have to have a profile. So make sure you're participating in the game right now. Okay, so Niels Bohr won the Nobel Prize in Physics for the model of the atom in 1922. Nora, just look at your profile again. You'll see the quizzes there. Okay, next one. What do you mean? Let's have a look. Nora. It's there. You can see it, right? It says scientists and philosophers. Click on that and you find it there. Okay, so it's not under chapter 5. It's actually on its own. So you can see there's kings and queens, politicians, writers, musicians, architects, and designers, scientists and philosophers. There's going to be directors, actors. Basically, all the individuals mentioned in the book are going to have quizzes like this. So keep an eye out for that, okay? Hope that made sense. Next one. Adrian, don't worry about Danish values. We're getting there, okay? I know you guys are feeling all stressed out, but anyways, when you're done with this, I'll say something. I know you guys are feeling all stressed out, and worried and stuff like that, but bear in mind that I've been doing this for 6 years, and I'm pacing you. I'm pacing every one of you. You're just gonna have to trust me. I know that's hard to do for someone that you don't know, but you're gonna have to trust me. We're gonna get to Danish values, okay? And it will all make sense. It will all come together. Next one. Anmol making a comeback with 3 in a row. Yes. So Harold Blotend was he took credit for bringing Christianity to Denmark, and he wrote it on the rune stone in Jelling in Jylland in 965. All right. So at the moment we have Jensemann, Baladai, Andre, Nora the Explorer, and MG. Goldilocks making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. All right, you guys are doing really well today. This actually is a slightly, I didn't want to push it too much today. Slightly easier test. It's got more FAQs than the previous ones that we've done. So hopefully we get over the 60. I think we've been stuck at 67%. So let's see how you guys do today.
Static top 5.
Next one. This is not a frequently asked question.
Uh-oh.
All right. This is not a frequently asked question, and it shows. So Burson was built in 1640, built by Christian IV. 69 of you got that wrong. Well,
Now you know what you don't know.
on to the next one. Nora the Explorer now on the podium at number 3. Captain Matt Cakes is back in the game with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 1978 to 79, there was an SV majority government. Okay. How many? is this? 43 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
And for the people that got the last two questions wrong, remember what Winston Churchill said. Success is going from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm. You're just figuring out what you don't know. All your mistakes will appear in your profile and you can fix them. All right, Aki, 3 in a row back in the game. By the way, Aki, I think, is number 1. Let's have a look. Yes, Aki is number 1. Aki has been to about 16 Kahoots. He's been practicing. How many? Yeah. He lost his day streak because he finished his profile. Actually, Aki's at 100% right now. So round of applause to Aki. Puts it in work and still coming. Next one. You know this, right? Okay. 1849. Gunloan. 7 people got that wrong. Please get it right next time. This is an FAQ.
Now you know what you don't know.
All right, Nora is on fire. 19 correct answers in a row. That's not a perfect score. Great job anyways.
Excellent.
Next one. Even. Okay, she was undervisningsminister. She was the Minister for Education 1924. Appointed by Torvald Stauning. Okay, we have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
How are you guys finding the Kahoot today? Dana is back with an answer streak of 3. Well done. You guys are doing really well. I mean, so far so good. I think there's only been like 2-3 questions where a lot of people got that wrong. Okay, so the responsibilities of the region, they're responsible for the hospitals and your health insurance. 16 people got that wrong. Fix that. Another static top 5.
Static top 5.
Thomas, highest climber. 5 places. Yeah, the test is not going to be like this. I can tell you that for free. Or maybe it could. Who knows? Høyesterett, the Supreme Court in Denmark. 29 people got that wrong. Andre took Nora's spot. That was a combo breaker. 7 players lost their answer streak of 4. Okay. Next one. All right. That's another weak spot. This is chapter 5. I've created a quiz for all the writers. Actually, that was one of the first ones I made. So if you go here and look, you will see all the writers from a long time ago to recently, and I've organized them. And I think the lady that they were talking about was this lady. So do those quizzes, and these types of questions will be easier for you. I can guarantee you that you're going to see at least 1 or 2 questions from chapter 5. Next one. For the people that got that wrong,
Now you know what you don't know.
okay, on to the next one.
Excellent.
Well done. Well done. I hope you guys are feeling good. All your work is paying off. I can see comments. A lot of people are I like all these comments. Keep working, and on the day of the test, just watch what's going to happen. You're going to be done within about 5 to 10 minutes. If you put in all the work, you'll be done in about 5 to 10 minutes and you will score very high. It doesn't matter, actually. All that matters is that you pass. Next one. Tina, just use a different name. All right. In the 1600s, the Jews were invited to Denmark. Okay. That was a weak spot. 65 people got that wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Okay, on to the next one. Nora got that wrong. Can't remember who else, but they're out. Triple S is now in, and Amy is in also at number 5. Nash back in the game with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one. All right, Obeda, you have to participate in the game and you will get a profile automatically. All right, what's this about? Arbeiter Bevelsen. So that was 1870, around the time that the Social Democratic Party became relevant. Nori, back in the game, 3 in a row. We have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Next one. Yeah, I agree with Even. Don't bother with trying to remember everyone's birth and death. So usually they only ask maybe for Soren Kierkegaard and H.C. Andersen. Okay, so this is the parliamentary principle. No, sorry, this is not the parliamentary principle. So since World War II, majority of the governments have been minority governments. And a minority government is just made up of parties that don't have a majority in parliament. And then they have to form a coalition and get support from other parties to stay in the government. And majority of the governments since World War II, like I already said, have been minority governments. However, the government right now is a majority government because the Social Democrats, Venstre and Moderaterna, combined have a majority in parliament. Okay, 14 people got that wrong. On to the next one. We have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Okay, next one. Let's get an explosion on this. Oh, man. Okay, 3 people got that wrong. Golden Laws Day is 5th of June every year. This is a frequently asked question. You're probably going to see it on the test, okay? So please get that right for the 3 people that got that wrong. Stephanie back with an answer streak of 3. Another static top 5. Next one. Farshid, H.C. Anderson, and Soren Kierkegaard. You know the answer to this. FAQ as well. And also, sometimes Carl Nielsen. I've seen that show up in tests before as well. Okay, 8 people got this wrong. This is a frequently asked question. Please get it right next time. Next one. Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Guys, please make that list. Make that list tomorrow. Okay? Make the list. It's like 13 parties or something like that. It's not that many. Okay, the list should have the name of the party, the leader of the party, the year the party was created, and the year the party got voted into parliament. Okay. More than half of you got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Okay. Nicholas is in. Can't remember who fell out. It's actually on the... After this question, we'll have a look. Next one. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it's The Rising Sun. 42 people got that wrong. We are getting close to current affairs now. Bin is back in the game 3 in a row. At the moment, we have Baladai, Andre, Triple S, Yenzeman, and Nicholas, top 5.
Uh-oh.
Vesterhill. So the North Sea is also called Vesterhill. It's on the west coast of Denmark. Anyways, how many people got this wrong? 64.
Now you know what you don't know.
This is from chapter 6. Okay, so Baladad, that was a weak spot for you, I'm guessing. Andre now at number 1, Triple S 2, Yenzemand 3, Nicholas 4, and Baladad at number 5. Maria's back with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Okay, 2 more questions, then we'll go to current affairs. Okay, so the question is, when was the European Human Rights Convention written into Danish law? And that happened in 1992. 109 of you got this wrong. Well,
Now you know what you don't know.
if you see this again next time, it's 1992. You've made your mistake, fix it. All of your mistakes will appear on your profile. All right, so Triple S is now at number 1. Wow! Yenderman right behind him at number 2. Nicholas 3, Baladai 4, and Andre at 5. 6 participants hit an answer streak of 4.
Great job.
Last history question. All right. So Runton is 41.55 meters high. I actually thought a lot more people would get this wrong. Okay, someone is asking about current affairs. You can find the current affairs on the page. It's the first post at the top. This one. A collection of current affairs news items. Right now, there's about 95 of them. Thanks to all the people that are contributing to this list. You can also find the current affairs on your profile under current affairs there. And you'll see all the stuff that we've done so far. And we will also have a session focused on the current happenings in the last 6 months. And just to give you guys a heads up, all the questions are going to come from this list. All right. I hope that made sense. We're actually going to the current affairs section of this game right now. We have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Joanne 990 back with an answer streak of 3. Well done. Next question. Okay. So the theme of this question is Danish excellence on the world stage. So usually when anyone from Denmark wins some kind of major competition, or in sports, or wins a Nobel Prize or whatever, right? That question actually shows up in the test. So for instance, when Vingegaard won Tour de France, it showed up. When what's the other guy's name? The guy that won the gold medal for badminton, also handball, the last Olympics showed up. And Holger Rune is basically the only superstar male tennis player from Denmark at the moment. And he just beat Carlos Alcaraz to win the ATP 500 tournament in Barcelona, and that happened 3 days ago. So this is I think it would have a high probability of showing up on the next test, but we'll see. If it doesn't show up, that's fine. If it does show up, you've seen it here. Next one. All right, so the theme of this question is when either the prime minister or the king goes on an official visit to another country, or the prime minister, king, or president of another country comes on an official visit to Denmark. So at the moment, the king is in Japan. He left today, and I don't think this particular question will show up. Also, sorry, there is also a theme about there's usually always a question about the royal family. In my opinion, I think the one question that would show up is the princess turning 18. So now she's actually legal. She's hit the legal age in Denmark. And when King Christian, well, not King, sorry, Crown Prince Christian turned 18, that question showed up in the test. But if this shows up, at least we've seen it. Okay, Andre steadily moving up the ranks. Nora the Explorer back with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Next one. Okay. The theme of this question is the government. So the government is made up of the prime minister and the other ministers. There's usually always a question about the government. We practiced this in a Kahoot. I think it was the last Kahoot. And also you can find the quizzes on your profile under current affairs. All right, we have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Next one. Okay, so the theme of this is when there is an anniversary that is a multiple of 10. In this case, Copenhagen Airport turned 100 years old on the 20th of April. Also, DR, so the TV station, the TV and radio, DR, so Dansk, actually, what does that stand for? Danish radio, also turned 100. I'm going to be, well, I'm just telling you guys now, but I'm going to put that question probably in the next mock test. So for the people in here, that's a free tip for you. I'll repeat this again. The theme of this is an anniversary that is a multiple of 10. All right. Is this the last one? No, there's one more. Okay, we have Triple S holding number 1. Andre at 2, Nicholas at 3, Baladai 4, Yanzaman 5, 18 participants. Hit an answer streak of 3.
Great job.
Last current affairs question. You know the answer to this. right. So he is the leader of Liberal Alliance. The theme of this is political parties and their leaders. We already had a Kahoot on this. I think it was the last two Kahoots ago. And you can also find the quiz on your profile. That was the last current affairs question. We're moving to Danish values. All right, someone asked, do you have to get all the current affairs questions correct? No, you don't. But you have to score at least, you have to get at least 4 out of 5 Danish values questions correct. If not, you will fail the test. I repeat, you have to get at least 4 out of 5 Danish values questions correct. If not, you will fail the test. So the last 5 questions are actually the most important questions. The good news is that they are not difficult and they're very common sense questions. We will have a session that's solely focused on Danish values. We're going to do that in a couple of weeks. Okay. Well Done is back in the game with 3 in a row. Danish values. Okay. So there is freedom of religion in Denmark. It is the last 5 questions, yes. It's always the last 5 questions. All right. The answer is no. So the relationship between your religion and the Danish justice system. So the Danish justice system is always above all, regardless of your religion. Okay, so Andre took that #1 spot from Triple S. Triple S held it for a while. Round of applause to Triple S for holding that #1 spot for so long. Okay, next one. All right. So the answer is yes, gender equality, and there is also a law for equal work, equal pay. 11 people got that wrong. Now you know what you don't know. We got 2 more, and then we're done. Static top 5, Andre, Triple S, Nicholas, Baladai, Yenzaman. I've seen these names consistently. Well done to you guys. Next one. It is multiple choice. All right, you will be punished for corruption if you try to bribe a civil servant. All right, static top 5. No one is budging.
Static top 5.
22 participants just hit an answer streak of 4.
Excellent. So
that means the last 4 questions, you got them right for 22 people. So if you scored over 36 and above, then you've passed the test, assuming that this was the actual test. Round of applause to these 22 people. Last question. The answer is yes. Okay, that was it. Let's have a look at the podium. Nicholas, number 3. Triple S, number 2. And Andre at number 1. Baladai and Yenzaman, 4-5.
NearlyDanish.com.